Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to another episode about Train Driver 2. And we got a new update that came out like 2 days ago or something. Yeah, there are some news. But before we get to them, hello Ralif! Welcome to the stream. I hope you'll have a great time today. How am I doing today? Pretty good, I guess. It's the first day of my weekend. Yes, I'm starting my weekends on Thursdays, so I feel great. Mr. Skytrick, yes, a question about new supporter. So, from what I know, they now have only that weird pay-you system or whatever, which is mostly operating in Poland. I think they do have option to eventually do regular bank transfer, and they will provide you with bank account details so that you can just send money onto that specific account to cover your bill. But I'm not sure how exactly that works. They are working to get PayPal, and this way it will be much easier for people from abroad to actually make payments, and then you don't really have to worry about exchange rates because PayPal will sort it out for you. But yeah, at this moment, I guess my best bet would be to ask on the forums how to get that sorted if you want to pay in euros. And I'm sure that somebody from administration will be able to help you a little bit more than me, because it's them who operate with that system, and like, well, for me it wasn't a problem because I got a bank account in Poland, so I just used my Polish bank account. But I know that many people just won't have a bank account in different countries, so so yeah. I think your best bet would be to create a forum topic in English section and ask them about details how to eventually get that payment through using current system, and somebody should be able to help you a little bit more than me. Will Horton, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you'll have a great time today. My goodness me, so many people already. I'm guessing everyone is curious what's in the new update. So, some of you might be a bit disappointed, but from player's perspective, there is not that much. We got 2 new rail cars that we can pull. So, there is 102A, which is a passenger car. I think the top speed for that one is 120 kilometers per hour, so you can use it with faster trains, as much as fast goes in Train Driver and trains that you can drive here. And a freight wagon, I think it's 413S, that is his code, or FAS. And that's basically a different style of like a hopper or whatever, so you can carry some sort of coal, sand, and I can't remember what else. There is a third cargo for it. So yeah, that's pretty much news when it comes to rolling stock. They also added a new livery for SM42. I will be driving that today, so you will be able to see new paintings. Except that a few more graphic options, so you can now select, let me just get there really quick. Post-processing, yes, they've added a few more post-processing, so you can change how the game looks a little bit more than you used to. Some of these presets are actually really nice, and they really change a lot. Pretty useful for screenshots. For regular play, some of those are not as good as you might think. But feel free to experiment. You can change them on the fly. So while you are playing, if you want your game to look slightly different, just go to graphics settings and select your preferred post-processing. So that is definitely something new. Hi Nam, hello. Oh, you can watch at least 30 minutes. Yeah, I won't be going for long today, to be honest. But yeah, I'm glad you are here. That's nice. Right. Another news. When it comes to new things added, most of them are for editors. So those are some new assets that map creators will be able to use in upcoming sceneries. So sooner rather than later, we might be able to see some new sceneries popping up with new assets, new elements of environment. I think they added one static, like a shunting locomotive or small locomotive. I think it's called WM5. You can Google it up yourself and see how it looks. I'm not sure if they will ever make it so that you can drive it, but it would be really nice. Another cool stuff to drive. Right, and I guess that's it. Oh yes, and there are some news for dispatchers. There were some updates to SWDR4, for example, when it comes to line locks that were previously locked and you couldn't break them in some circumstances. They hopefully fixed that. So that's another thing if you are dispatching, unlike me, because yeah, I'm not too often visiting any dispatch box. I might do that, but yeah, I guess I prefer to drive. Right, so without any further ado, let's have a look what I will be driving today. But first, let me just get into proper game window, shall we? Roblox, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you'll have a great time today. Right, so for today I prepared two consoles. Let's see if we will be able to drive both of them. So we will begin from Freight Train. It won't be too long train because those new wagons are pretty heavy. We will be driving SM42 in brand new livery. And on top of that we will have about 9 cars, is it? Yeah, I think it's, if the math is correct, I got, 10 cars. Yes, there we go. I got, why is it 10 cars? No, I was supposed to, See, chat? See, I messed up. Almost messed up. Because my consist was too heavy. Okay, yes. So now we got 9 cars. Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yes, there we go. Perfect. So we will be pulling 9 cars with coal. Let's see if we can actually find an open station, because recently they've started to mess with some of them, and there is much less stations opened. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to go into... You know what? Right, because there is no open spawn for Freight Train. Let's start from passenger consist. Yeah. So for passenger one, I picked up also brand new wagons, 102A. They look pretty much the same as 101A, or yeah, I think it was 101. The main difference is that these ones can go faster, so you can pull them using let's say EU07 and go for 120 kilometers per hour speeds. The Proroc, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. So yeah, that's it when it comes to the news, I guess. Oh, there we go. And now we got Naterki opened. Right. Back to Freight Train. Quickly, back to Freight Train. Hopefully it won't close. You gotta be kidding me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. See, as soon as I managed to change my train, the spawn closed. Oh, there we go. NT1, okay. There we go. I made it. I made it. I can drive. So only new wagons. Yeah, it's mostly new wagons. We got one new livery for SM42, the one that I'm using at the moment. But we'll get there, chat. I'm gonna show it to you as soon as I can. Oops. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. Let me quickly set up my camera. Yeah, I think that will be good. Let's lock it. Okay, I like it. Right, so how does it look like? It's still same old SM42, however this time it's in PKP Energetyka livery. Looks pretty good. You can see that it's definitely a working locomotive. Looking how dirty it is. And here we have some coal, which perfectly suits this locomotive, because this one would probably be used in some sort of coal power plant or something. So normally those locomotives would be pulling, I'm not sure if exactly these type of wagons, but similar one with coal. There we go, let me lock this camera. Perfect, now I can switch between them. Beautiful. Right, so now I have to wait for the dispatcher to ask for the analysis. Oh, I see. Yeah, I know that yesterday there were some server problems and they might last for a few more days. That's why there is not so many players at the moment. But things will stabilize. Things will definitely stabilize over the next few days. It's mostly because of the changes to sceneries. So previously players, at least some of the players, were using custom-made controls for some of the stations, which is not welcomed. And because administration couldn't stop these players to use, let's say, panels that were not provided with particular scenery, they decided to lock that ability. But because they locked it, every single scenery and every single control panel for that scenery has to now be like signed into the system, and they have to do it manually at the moment. That's why many dispatchers can't log in on their desired signal boxes, and so on and so on. But it will get updated. From what I've seen, they've updated some yesterday. That's why we can see some active stations today. And probably over the next few days, those updates will be rolled out and we will see more and more players. Roblox, I can't remember how to deal with that particular problem, but I'm sure if you go to the games forums, use the search bar and search for your error, or look through English board section. I think somebody asked about it and developers already provided a solution to that. I can't remember what was it and how you deal with it. But if I remember, it was pretty simple fix to get it done. I'm not sure about SPK, but yes, SCS, SPE, I think those panels those panels now have to be signed into SWDR and they need to be registered. So it's gonna take a while before developers will fully integrate that new functionality. It will take some time, definitely. Right, I'm still waiting for my timetable. Something is being generated, although I don't expect miracles today. I think when I logged in there were like 8 or 10 active sceneries. So we won't get long timetables today. Oh, I see. So SPK might be working perfectly fine. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, I got my timetable. As you can see, yeah, it's nothing impressive. So, while we wait, we might look through those post-processing options. So if I go to menu, graphics, I can modify some of the post-processing. 13 stations now. That's nice. Yeah, when I logged in, I think there were 8. So yeah, some new people joined. Right, I'm currently using Autumn, which I find the best one for me and for recording and sorting out the videos. But interesting one is also HDR, which looks a bit dark to my taste, but definitely you get much better colors. As you can see, tree line looks somewhat realistic with that. Another good one was UE, although it's a bit too colorful to me, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. No, I don't want skybox. Camera, obviously this one looks like 80s camera. Black and white camera. Coziness, oh my goodness me, this looks weird. It's too green. I don't know why it should be cozy. Coziness profile 2. This one, yeah, this one is kind of weird. Andrea Villa, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Right, let's have a look. Crazy profile. Oh my goodness me, that looks weird. Yeah, it is definitely crazy. Dark profile. This one is not as dark, although dark 2. Yeah, that looks like night. Too bad the game doesn't really have working lights yet. But they are working on it, and at some point they are planning to make day-night cycle and stuff, and that will be very interesting. But also, in most cases, I will be driving at night, looking at the times that I usually play. What else do we got? Horror. That looks weird. Horror 2. Okay. Movie. Movie is pretty alright. Movie 2. No, I don't like it. movie 3. Oh my goodness me, that is a failed experiment. What do you think about furries? I don't know. They are alright in most cases. In some cases, yeah, they are not. But yeah. Like, I don't know. Like in every community, you will find absolutely fantastic people and absolutely terrible people. So, Russian profile. There we go. Yeah, that seems like a Russian profile. I don't know why it's called Russian, but it's Russian. Russian 2. This one, I think they should rename it to like Cold War vibe. It gives that kind of vibe. It's like everything is gray, like tasteless, I would say, when it comes to colors. But it has its own style, definitely. Okay, so if you have to just reinstall it, then just fully reinstall it and it should work. Hopefully it will fix it for you. Remember, if you want to keep your settings, you can always keep a TTSK folder in My Documents, or you can create a copy of it. In this way, you won't lose your settings and presets. Right, we also got Vice, Vice 2 and Vice 3. Vice 3 is pretty alright, to be honest. I can't move that. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one is pretty alright. A bit too bright to me, and it looks somewhat like Borderlands, I guess. If anyone played Borderlands, it has this style of graphics. And I think this one is supposed to imitate that, I guess. Okay, let's get back to it. I won't be using Vice. What else we got? Lomonu. This one is kind of weird. For some reason, this panel changed its color to purple. I don't know. Western, if you want to do that old style photo pictures, this one is perfect. I think I used it for one of the thumbnails in the past. Yeah, it really adds to the flavor. But definitely I wouldn't be using it every day. Autumn 3, this one is pretty alright, but I still prefer the normal one, which doesn't really impact the colors that much. It makes them look a little bit better than no post-processing, but nothing too much. The product, it's actually very useful. I really hated that the camera was always tied to your mouse, especially that as a dispatcher you often need to click in various different places and you had to move the camera all the way around. So if you want to keep it static, it's much better to have to use that right mouse button. What do I think of Romania? I don't know. Country as every other, I guess. I've never been there. Maybe at one point I will be able to visit various different countries in Europe. I see. Well, everyone has its own taste. Maybe there is a control that allows you to lock it. I don't know. Or maybe you should just make a suggestion on GitLab for developers to actually let players choose if they prefer to have camera tied to the cursor or not. Maybe that would solve the problems. Because yeah, everyone has its own taste and preferences. In my opinion, that's a good change, although some people might not like it. Krzaczor, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Yes, I can show you the train, indeed. So that is my current consist. Not too long, 140 meter long, in fact. Couple of those new 413S wagons filled with coal, pulled by SM42 in PKP Energetyka livery, or with number 820 if you prefer it that way. Okay, we still got 16 minutes before we can depart, and probably I won't be able to depart any sooner than that. Yes, definitely, that's a really nice looking train. Mustard train, yes, it looks like a mustard, yes, yes. Well, like an American mustard, which is yellow, yes, indeed. Because normally mustard is not yellow. At least not that yellow as the one that you can buy in those like plastic tubes. Okay, let me just jump into the cabin. Perhaps I might go on foot. Hopefully I won't get run over. There we go. That's how it looks on the front. Roblox, yes, I'm quite fluent in Polish. In the past I also used to learn Italian a little bit, although I'm terrible at it and I can't remember anything, to be honest. But that was my second foreign language in high school. And when I was very young I also used to learn German a little bit, but again I wasn't particularly great at it. So let's not talk about it. I mean, Polish isn't the easiest language, although I don't know. Like, you don't use that much Polish in Train Driver 2. Many things are already translated, and most of the dispatchers actually knows English pretty well, so it's not that tough anymore. More and more materials are getting translated as well, so it's easier for new players to learn. Oh, yeah, I remember. You can now use the handbrakes in those. So, yeah, you can actually lock your consist and keep it in place. That's nice. If they would only make these controls to work, that would be nice. But yeah, these wagons are really good. I like the attention to details. Okay, still no signal. Okay, and signals are on. Perfect. Now you can't drift using handbrakes, although I wouldn't actually risk to put handbrakes on and check if SM42 can pull it. Maybe I could do that in single player. I actually didn't know that handbrakes are actually working in those. But yeah, I won't be testing that in multiplayer, definitely. Oh yes, it just reminds me, I think developers also updated some of the sounds, so a few older vehicles will now have different sounds, especially when it comes to braking. So when you will start braking, you will hear some extra noises. The product, yes, I know. I found out that myself in other occasion. I think I posted a screenshot somewhere where my train, by accident, occupied every single track on one of the stations. But that was purely a coincidence. It was not intended. But yeah, I did that once. I actually occupied 4 different tracks with a single train. Okay, we still got 10 minutes before our departure. Hopefully we will be able to depart on time. Diavos, I'm sure that's not how it works. Besides, back then I've been traveling with a freight train. It was like 600 meters long train as well, so... yeah, a long one, and it's literally occupied 4 tracks. And that's only because when I was arriving at my final destination and I was about to enter the platform, or rather my end track, the dispatcher decided to change with another person. So when the old dispatcher disconnected, my junctions were set correctly. But as I was entering the sidings, a new dispatcher actually connected. And it's reset position of every single junction, which means that my route was no longer set. Unfortunately, that happened when my train was passing through those junctions. And every single part of the train got pulled onto a different siding, literally. Yeah, Naterki is quite alright station, although I prefer... what was this? Well, definitely Orniki is my favorite, but that's SPK operated. When it comes to mechanical one, I can't remember the name of that station. I used to dispatch on it. It's a single track scenery. You got 3 single track routes joining on the station, and it's a massive station. You got multiple tracks going in different directions. It is electrified, although it still uses those mechanical semaphores. So it was pretty good. I really enjoyed dispatching there. The only problem is that it's a single track scenery, so traffic goes very slow through there. And on top of that, if most of the other sceneries are double tracked, you don't really get that many trains passing through your station. Thanks, Hainam. Yes, I am now a certified car driver, so I can drive a car. Too bad I can't afford one. But I can drive one, so that's a progress. And at one point I will get there. My goodness me, that wait time for the first departure is like disturbing. Nothing is happening on this station. That's surprising. No other train arrived. I mean, yeah, fuel is quite expensive in UK. Like, since January, fuel rose by like 60p a liter, which is wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. On top of that, yeah, like my first tax will be super expensive because I'm a new driver and UK hates a new driver, so they have to tax them to oblivion. And so for 1 liter car, believe it or not, I would have to pay £1,500 tax a year, which is a lot. Not to mention that 1 liter car, like I would probably get one for like £800 or something. So it will literally cost me twice more than the car is worth to insure it. Rain, yeah, the new update is alright. It's definitely a nice update, although it brings a little bit less than I expected. I was hoping that with the new updates, developers will add some, let's say, new locomotive or something, but I guess that's not ready yet. We got some new features, some fixes to things that were not working before. So yeah, overall it's a good update. Well, Horton, I won't have a luxury of having holidays until like probably 2024. I don't think I will be able to afford any. Yeah, you like, and that's the cheapest insurance I can get, and that's the problem. Like, even the cheapest insurance with the minimum cover will be £1,400 a year for a new driver, obviously, because as you get discounts and stuff, you can drop it down to like 500 a year or less. And so that makes it a little bit better. But first insurance that a new driver has to pay, it's like you really have to fork out a lot of money. Right, we still got 3 minutes. Let's see if dispatcher will let me go on time. So let's jump back into my cabin. Let's make sure that... Okay. Reverser set. The product, no, I don't have such person, that's the problem. I've also priced up potential insurance with one of my friends, just to see for a joke how much it would cost us to insure it if we would insure it together. But actually, because he had an accident 2 years ago, the insurance cost would pretty much double when I added him, and I was like, oh yeah, mate, you're not gonna help me. Okay, we got some different sounds. Yeah, definitely things sound differently. And now we got sounds of regulator setting. Okay. So kicking Technowski or Technowski is getting thumbs up for me. Well, Horton, I'm not fan of those self-driving cars like Teslas. No, that's not my thing, to be honest. Also, while I agree that electric cars can be better for the environment, I really hate that you have to spend like an hour at the pump or in that case not at the pump but at charging station, to actually charge your car for the journey. The good thing is that, yeah, technically that brings the prices down, because electricity is much cheaper than petrol. But yeah, you have to plan your journey to have an hour break or 2-hour break to actually charge your car. And if there is only one charger at the place where you stop, yeah, you might have to wait for like 6 or 7 hours to actually charge your car, which is ridiculous. But the good thing is that you can charge your car at home. If you have extension leads and stuff, then you can technically just plug your car for charging overnight, and it will charge. Yeah, I heard in UK it's kind of similar. So if I would be like 5 years younger, or 8 years younger than I am right now, then yeah, my insurance would be even higher than it is, which is wow. Yeah, but that's not really working well when you are trying to get somewhere quickly and you need to charge your car. That is like, nah, that wouldn't work so well. Okay, let's see if that locomotive can actually pull that weight at 50, because right now my speed doesn't seem to be increasing above 40. But yeah, I can definitely hear some new sounds. So that's really nice. That really adds to the experience. Okay, so we are heading to Wielichowo, Borowiki, and then we finish at Orniki. Yes, you can hear them, but those are new wagons, and they have really well-made sounds. Oh, there we go. Unfortunately, that's one thing they couldn't fix, which is stutters whenever the scenery starts to load, and whenever you change the scenery for the first time, probably I will have those loading screens. Although, I might be surprised. We'll see, we'll see. That's the first time I'm driving on the new version, so I'm curious how it's gonna look like. Okay, we can let it coast now. Okay, oh, alright, we are now on that welded track, so you won't hear any rattling. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like the new scenery will load. And there we go, a loading screen. Yeah, that was weird. Hainam, I won't be even commenting on that. So that was like no. There we go. We have arrived at the new scenery, and the track speed limit goes down to 100. Not that it really affects us. I mean, Class 66 looks kind of alright. One of the very few British designs that looks like locomotive. The other ones looks like, I don't know. I don't even know how to call it. Like, I'm not the greatest fan of how some British designs, when it comes to railways, look like, because yeah, like it's like very tasteless. I really enjoyed all steam locomotives of British design. Those were really good, like Flying Scotsman or those designs. Yeah, I'm going to right, so somebody eventually used radio stop. Ooh, yikes, somebody was impatient and decided to use radio stop. The product, I think it does, yes. Mostly because in UK you drive on the left track, which is standard track for moving in UK. They happen to do everything on the left side. So basically, yeah, it's kind of logical to have a cabin on the left side as well, so you can actually see. Right, I hope I managed to... wait, I need to unbrake somehow. And which was the button? I hope that was the one. Oh, yeah, there we go. I really hate to release brakes from radio stop, because every single locomotive uses different system. And now it will take ages for me to actually get this train moving. Please tell me. There we go. Brakes released. Domke, it's not really that hard today because there's just a few sceneries. So yeah, there's not that much of a choice. I don't know. By the way, nobody told you because you haven't activated the bell. So after you subscribe, you can press the bell button under the player and set it to all notifications. And this way, every time I will go live or I will upload a new content, you will get a pop-up and it will tell you that, yes, I am now streaming or I am now showing a new video. Right, we can get this bad boy up to speed. If I'm lucky, I might still be on time, manage to depart a little bit sooner. There we go. Chat, we are moving again. Although not too fast, this locomotive can't really handle those. I really look forward to see some bigger diesel locomotives. Like SU45 or ST43, yes, or 44, whatever. Yeah, that would be really nice. Oh, there we go. We will have to stop, I'm afraid. Yeah, driving in multiplayer isn't that hard. As long as you know the traffic rules, you should be perfectly fine. Okay, we can carry on. One reason why I'm not fan of Wielichowo is that they use old style of light signals, and I always keep forgetting what different types or what different configuration means. Even though they are quite similar to the new ones, it still gets me confused at times. Okay, now I need to be on the lookout as we are approaching a stop signal. There we go. Okay, I will just let it roll. Thankfully we got very short consists, so it doesn't really matter if I will be super accurate to stop, as long as I will stop in front of the signal. There we go. There we go. Almost there, chat. Almost there. By the way, did I actually set... can't remember where to set it in this locomotive. But I think I can set brakes. It's been ages since I've driven SM42, to be honest. Yeah, we still got red. Nah, it's not that bad in this game. Although, yeah, you don't want to pass signals at danger in Train Driver 2. It happens from time to time, and thankfully in this game it's not complete game over. But definitely you want to avoid that. There we go. Domke, my cargo today is coal. There we go. I got 9 cars filled with coal, pulled by SN42. And that's how it looks like. Bravedat, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Okay, it looks like we will be held at this signal for a while. I wonder for how long. Hi Nam, no, I won't crash. I promise you. Unless somebody does something really unexpected, I won't crash. Not in Train Driver. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, so since we are stopped at the signal, I might look around. Safety first. Okay, that's old water tower. I think it is water tower. Go. We forced our way through the wall to find old sleeper car, if I remember correctly. Is it? I think it is sleeper car. Or that might be standard second class wagon. Although this one seems to be missing textures. Well, I can toggle end signals. Yeah, let's not touch that. Let's have a quick look. Oh, still nothing. Let's see what else can be found here. What can we find here? Okay. There we go, a luggage car, or sometimes it's a maintenance car. In most cases, I think those are used for maintenance. To carry tools and some workers to work on the trucks. There we go, that's a passenger car. Standard, second class. Ooh, restaurant wagon. Some first class. Oh yes, those were pretty comfy, to be honest. I really like to travel in those old second and first class wagons. I don't know why, they were super loud. Often things didn't work. But I really like those, as opposed to the new ones. I don't know, they feel a bit too modern for me. And since they lost their green and red colors, I think they lost some, I don't know, how do you call it? It's like, I don't know, for me they lost soul. Oh look, we got some passengers stranded on the siding with those 2-level wagons. Oh wow, how did this guy get there with that van? Right, something's going through. Do I still got red lights? I think I still do. Yeah, the problem with wandering away is that I can't see the signal in front of my train, so if it changes, then obviously dispatcher might not be happy about me being away. Oh, there we go. These also have manual brakes. I wonder if scenery creators will be able to actually force these brakes to be hinged, or actually, yeah, applied, because right now these are not. Domke, that is totally possible. On some of the sceneries where there are some loose wagons, if dispatcher is alright with that, he will let you assemble a train, and then you can basically go for a trip with those wagons. So yes, that is totally possible. I did that a few times, to be honest. Okay, and there is nothing here. Right, let me just jump back to my locomotive. Okay, so there's gonna be a train passing right next to me. And he's gonna be passing on substitute signal. Hainam, you can try. I'm gonna give you one attempt. So you got one attempt to guess my age. Yeah, make it count, make it count. Oh, I was actually hoping that you will guess the exact age, but yes, I fit into that group. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's gonna take ages before we can depart, I believe. The benefits of driving a freight train are that even a short trip of 20 odd kilometers will take you over an hour. Because for 45 minutes you will be stopped at the signal. Zavos, I'm afraid you haven't guessed my age. You are close, but you haven't guessed it. Yeah, I don't really have to stick to schedule at all, to be honest. Oh, so now every single one of you will try to guess my age, providing that there is 12 of you. You got guaranteed guess, you know. Right, so I'm exactly 33. So yeah, Domke, congratulations. Woohoo. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. To be fair, if I would be planning a long route today, that would be nice, to be held at the signal for like 15 to 20 minutes. That's perfectly fine, but come on, give me a break. I got 20-kilometer route. I want to get this train to its own, to its final destination, as much as final is considered. And no, Hainam, I don't want to scrap it. I want to park it properly on the right siding, not crush it. I'm just trying to clarify that. What, my turn? Do I have to guess your age? Oh my goodness me. I don't know, 27? That's gonna be a wild guess. Oh, there we go, there's another train coming from the opposite direction. So, where is he going? Okay, that is a freight train. Looks like I'm wrong. Well, I guess I didn't want the prize today. Oh, but I think this guy is actually pulling the new wagons. Oops, someone passed a stop signal. Ooh. Yes, he is pulling. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, the tracks might get busy because there is only a few dispatchers. I'm not sure how many there is at the moment. I will have a quick glance. So let me just refresh the forum. Oh, okay. There are 22 sceneries now. And 30 trains on PL1 server. So definitely something moved. And there is more people. And I'm still being held at the signal. My goodness me. I'm guessing Orniki will be busy today. Yeah, they actually might be, because that was one of the biggest stations that were on when I joined in. So no wonder why they are busy. If you mess things up on Orniki, oh my goodness me, everyone will be waiting for a long time. Oh, I see. You are in this age group. Oh, okay. Is Alexandrov Koyavsky still is that still one of the sceneries you can actually dispatch on? I think they revoked access to it. Domke, driving on Orniki is not that hard. It's dispatching that can be tricky at times. Although, when you get hang of it, it's very easy. Oh, I see. I just got a message that Vielihovo don't want to send me for some reason. I'm guessing there are some freight, passenger trains that I need to let through. Right, we have to wait, so we will wait. Oh, I see. So if Alexandrov can still be used, then yeah. It is a nice station. I've never dispatched on it, but I drove through it a few times, and yeah, it's really nice to drive as well. Oh, that's so generous. You're gonna give me one more chance. Okay, I'm gonna take it. So I got 10% chance to be correct, but I'd say 17. Oh wow, what is going on? Someone passed stop signal again? Whoa! Well, I managed to guess it. Okay, so we can now go. So we got substitute signal. Yeah, but you probably don't get any freight trains from a single truck. So it shouldn't be that hard. Oh, I like the new sounds. I really love the new sounds. Maybe there is other malfunction that prevented him from giving me proper signal. It doesn't really matter. As long as he knows what he's doing, I can only trust his decisions. And now I need to get this train back to 50. It's gonna take some time because I'm pretty much at the limit of weight for that speed. Yeah, I'm actually surprised because the station is empty and I've been waiting for like good 20 minutes to get there. I can understand the first train that I had to let through. Because that was a passenger train. It looked like express train, I think. So yeah, that was understandable because I'm kind of sluggish. Oh well, oh well. We are back on the move. That's most important part. Yeah, I could try Chermin the other day. I can't really remember this station layout. But it wasn't super hard, if I remember correctly. And I'm also not sure if it's not one of those authorization-based stations. If yes, then I never got authorization for it. So I will have to double check that, if it's already fully opened to everyone, or if it's authorization based. Okay, I will just drop my speed a little bit. There we go. We can do 100. Although, yeah, that train can't go 100 anyway. See you next time, Hainam. Thank you very much for joining us today and have a good sleep. Okay, looks like we are going uphill now. Yeah, I'm running full regulator and the speed is not increasing, which means that something might be pulling me back. And that's probably the weight of the wagons on slight uphill. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, it's called gravity and the weight of the cars that basically are being dragged by that gravity. But we're getting there, chat. We're getting there. You can let it coast. Oh, speed limit is 60. So I should be alright. Oh, okay. I might give it a touch on the brakes. There we go. Oh my goodness me, that's another train entering. Oh, and it's another freight train. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely much busier. There we go. I think that's Borowiki now. So yeah, 20 minutes later than I planned. Okay, we are going a little bit too fast. Yes, that is Borowiki. Which means that the end of this scenery is near. There we go. I think that's the only reason why I like to drive with SN42, especially when I'm pulling some freight train, is that you usually have a very low speed limit and it's a very relaxing drive. Okay. We can increase our speed. Wow, that is another train getting into this scenery. Like, that's like what? Third, fourth one? Oh, wow. Nookie Brut, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you'll have a great time today. How are you doing? Okay, let's give it full regulator. We are definitely losing some speed. Oh yeah, that's because I flagged it as sensitive content, isn't it? Even though it isn't. Oh well. I guess who dares wins. Well, to be fair, for me it was sensitive content. What event did transpire? I don't get that question, to be honest. I might be too stupid. I think the bot won't let you post it because yeah, I blocked all the links on my chats, so I'm afraid, yeah, if you want to post any links, you can do that on Discord. but I'm afraid, yeah, on the stream chat, I can't allow links because, yeah, then I would be swarmed by bots sending links that I don't want to send. Alright, chat, we have arrived at Orniki. All I need to do now is to get to my siding, and that might take a while. There we go. Yeah, so what I will do, I'll get onto the siding, and then I will switch my consist to something else. Or maybe not. Let me think. I'm currently live for almost 2 hours, and I still got few things to do. Can I eventually find another hour or two to finish another timetable? I think I might not be able to. So yeah, I guess we will call it a day to the, at the siding. But have no fear, I will show off those new wagons on first occasion. Okay, that is 70. I need to be very careful because if I remember correctly, there is a nasty speed limit somewhere on my route. And I better not miss it. Otherwise I might get into trouble. Well, I wouldn't call it speed traps, but it definitely requires me to look on the signs rather than just let the locomotive drive itself. I'm not sure if I'm approaching from the side of that, I think there was like 20 km/h speed limit at some point. Or if I'm relatively safe. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been driving on Orniki. But I know there is a speed limit of 20 somewhere. Or maybe it was removed. Oh yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying to go over 110 in EN57 anymore. If I remember correctly, recently there was a complaint from one of the users about someone going 5 or 6 kilometers above top speed limit of particular train. And I mean top. And eventually, yeah, that wasn't alright. So for EN57, try to not go above 110, and obviously don't go above your... Oh, dispatcher allowed the test. Well, yeah, that sounds alright, but other users might not be happy to see that. So if you want to test the top speeds of various different engines, the best way is to get a private session on PL2 server or on UK server, which is meant to be used for testing. Okay, now is the question which siding I'm being sent to. Okay, I think that's track 17. Oh, there we go. I forgot that the sidings are limited to like 20 kilometers per hour. Which is... that's number 13. Oh, there we go. Yeah, but those sidings are weird. Technically, the signal showed me I can do 40, but if I would be doing 40, I would have derailed. I don't remember if there is a sign that says that there is 20 km/h speed limit. Anyway, chat, all I have to do is to stop this bad boy. In fact, I could do it right now. I don't see a reason to go to the other end of the siding. With a train that's 140 meters long. There we go. We are here, chat. Okay, I'm gonna stand outside of the track because, yeah, I think track 15 is a spawn. So I wouldn't like someone to run me over because he spawned on top of my head. So there we go, chat. That was a first trip on a new patch with SM42 in a brand new livery, pulling 9 out of new freight cars. I strongly recommend you guys to give it a try yourself. It's really fun, and I hope to catch you on the rails. If you want to start your adventure with Train Driver 2, feel free to follow the link in the description of the video. And if you are unsure of your skills, you might want to visit games forums and look through Wikipedia page, which will explain you all the signaling systems and how to drive various different locomotives that can be found in the game. Obviously, feel free to contact with any of the trainers that you can find on the forums, and they should be able to help you get started. And hopefully we will see each other somewhere on the tracks. So yeah, guys, that was a new update of Train Driver 2. I hope you enjoyed today's session. I'm sorry it's a bit shorter than usual, but at some point I will get back to those longer streams where I've been doing like 4 or 5 hour trips, and that was fun. I really look forward to get one of those 180 plus kilometers route. That would be really fun to do, especially in passenger train. Yeah, freight train might take a little bit too long to complete, especially when you get held at signals here and there, doing 200 kilometers at one go. That might be a bit excessive. Although there are days when you can do that. We'll see. I'll try to get it planned for one of the days, and hopefully I will get the proper timetable. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up if you are watching me on YouTube. Or, I don't know, just follow my channel if you are watching me on Twitch. Obviously, you can also subscribe to me on YouTube or become a channel member. Everything should be under the players on Twitch and YouTube. And finally, don't forget to join my Discord. You can find links again in description of the video under the player on Twitch. And yeah, and you can always send me a message and I'll send you invite link to Discord as well. Anyway, see you later. Bye bye.